like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worried about.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Houston Texans.
In the kickoff for Houston.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Burrow on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. That'll bring up second down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 43. Here we go. Mike 2. Watch 2.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one.
Oh, how to get it up, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game, that they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Makes the score Bengals 7, Texans nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round.
Line 31. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Line 31. Be ready. Be ready.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Choose the light. Pick it up. Pick it up. Line 2. Watch.
A shotgun snap for Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Well, that's good for a 1st down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Bengals' 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Burrow. And his pass incomplete.
Burrow's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. On the left side, this is Stills. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Watson. He's letting this one go. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 60 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the first down and change our momentum? Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Thomas.
The second down pass intercepted. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
The tackle made by Jesse Bates.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
First quarter with the score Texans 14, Bengals 7.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. Here's Watson. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans will extend their lead.
Is good.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7.
Bengals 7.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Bengal ball carrier.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 78 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defense.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
But he is not going to get the first down as he'll spot this at about the 28.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to Mixon on first down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 from the 44.
56. Mike, 56 right there. I'm here on what? Show him up. Show him up. We hold this. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. They'll run here with Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Texans take over.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
After the interception, here's Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That's good for
that play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Watson on first down. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught at the 20. And he takes this all the way inside the Cincy 20. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this time they were waiting for him, as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 17-yard line.
Second and 11. Watson just beating the play clock. Eluding and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Choose the mic. I got it.
From the gun, Watson being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzomah, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
56, the mark, 56, check 56.
And Burrow going to throw again. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Now Joe Burrow on third and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Make it happen, baby. Let's make it happen. This is time.
Intercepted. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Watson will bring up the Texans here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. And he'll throw right away. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. And they'll work from the 29 on second and 6. Operating from the gun. Watson into a double team, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
56
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's second and 9. This time, Burrow will look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Eric Murray. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20.
Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Check 26, check 26.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
He's brought
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Choose the card. Check.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41.
The ball carrier.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Mike 2, Mike 2. Rap, 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 rap. Choose the mic. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. In the air. Mike 2. Watch 2. Watch 2. I got it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Will Fuller saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Texans capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions. but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
Taken down.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Gain on the play.
Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Watson now on second down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Michael Thomas. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The ball carrier.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. And they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now a 1st down throw complete downfield. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, 54 yards. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Bengals 20. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The ball carrier.
Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Again, it's Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the red zone now, Watson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
It's a gain
7 yards, the pickup there.
And 3 at the 9-yard line.
Second and 3 from the 9. Watson again. This is Johnson. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Hey, check back, Mike 6. I got him. Alert. Check. Let's go.
3rd and 2, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Texans 45. Bengals.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Well, if you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Open man is Ross, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Cincinnati.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more yards there and quickly another first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now here is another interception. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, Understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards on the play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. Throw left side complete. It's Fuller. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Oh, wide open, complete. Past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 77 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Mike 2, Mike 2. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Today's final score.
And the Texans are moving.